Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be presenting a detailed clinical case on sickle cell anemia. In this presentation, we will cover the patient's clinical profile, diagnostic findings, pharmacological management, and important counseling points. Introduction. Sickle cell anemia is a genetic blood disorder caused by a mutation in the beta-globin gene, resulting in the formation of abnormal hemoglobin known as hemoglobin S. Unlike normal red blood cells which are flexible and round, sickle-shaped cells are rigid and sticky. These abnormal cells obstruct blood flow and reduce oxygen delivery, leading to anemia and painful episodes. Pathophysiology. Under hypoxic conditions, hemoglobin S polymerases, causing red blood cells to lose their normal shape and become sickle-shaped. These cells are fragile and break down easily, leading to hemolytic anemia. Additionally, they block small blood vessels, causing ischemia, pain crisis, and long-term organ damage. Signs and symptoms. Patients commonly present with fatigue, weakness, and breathlessness due to reduced oxygen supply. Pain episodes occur due to obstruction of blood flow. Patient profile. This case involves a 35-year-old female presenting with weakness, fatigue, and generalized body ache with no significant past medical history. Clinical findings. The patient was hemodynamically stable, with normal vital signs and no abnormal findings on systemic examination. Lab investigations. A positive sickling test confirmed the presence of abnormal hemoglobin. Reduced TIBC suggested altered iron metabolism. Diagnosis. Based on clinical and laboratory findings, the final diagnosis was sickle cell anemia. Goals of therapy. The goals of treatment include relieving pain, preventing complications, reducing crisis, and improving quality of life. Standard management. Standard management includes hydroxyurea, folic acid supplementation, pain control, and maintaining hydration. Drug hydroxyurea. Hydroxyurea is the main drug used in sickle cell anemia. It increases fetal hemoglobin, which reduces sickling and prevents complications. Regular CBC monitoring is required. Drug aceclofenac. Aceclofenac is used to manage pain during sickle cell crisis by reducing inflammation. Drug folic acid. Folic acid supports red blood cell production and is essential in sickle cell anemia due to increased RBC turnover. Drug BGT syrup. This syrup helps in relieving cough by thinning mucus and improving airway clearance. Monitoring. Monitoring is essential to ensure safety and effectiveness of treatment. Patient counseling. Patient counseling is important to ensure adherence and early detection of complications. Lifestyle. Lifestyle modifications such as hydration and healthy diet help reduce complications. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this case presentation on sickle cell anemia helped you understand its clinical aspects and management. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more such content.